Well, here it is, 1971 or 2 AMC Ambassador. Got it up on the trailer, and it is a boat of a car. So thing is pretty fair overall. Really no rust to speak of beyond just like regular surface stuff. Pretty sure it has a 304, and it is supposed to run with fuel down the carburetor. So don't know how long it's been sitting. Maybe I'll be able to get some evidence from the interior to find that out, but definitely quite a while. Long enough to where all the brakes are shot. So at least 20 years in my experience. It's been sitting for probably at least 20 years. But really super cool car. I'm excited to get it home and show you guys all the inside and stuff like that. So I haven't done anything to this car except look inside of it and air up that tire because the valve stem is bad. Besides that, all I've done is trailer at home. I've barely looked at the thing. I know it doesn't have any rust, and someone has removed the soft top and painted over it. So who knows, it's probably full of Bondo and rust, but from the outside it looks okay. Got a busted armrest here, but really no big deal. The interior is pretty much all there except the carpet. I was told the carpet had the stank, so they pulled it out. But besides that, it's all, I think, intact. We've got the vertical radio there, which I think only came in the Ambassadors, maybe the Matador. Factory AC car, 3-speed automatic. I'm pretty sure this is the Dodge transmission, but I'm not 100% on that. Rear of the interior looks pretty nice. We've got two hubcaps there. For whatever reason, the two rear wheels are not original to the car. I think they're Ford wheels maybe, and the hub circle is too small, so they're just barely hanging on there. I really don't know why they're missing. We've got also a Ford air cleaner in the back for some strange reason. The factory one's in the floor in the front, and we've got a brand new all aluminum radiator, which is way cool. I have not been in the trunk. The tumbler is missing, the little lock tumbler, but we'll get into that at some point. This car has been off the road since I think since 2001. And so it's been quite a long time since anybody has driven this thing. I was told that it runs. I don't know why it was parked. It looks like everything is there except the radiator. So looks like we have an auxiliary air cooler for the transmission. A little bit of goo leaking out from, I'm not sure what that is. And we've got the Motorcraft carb. I don't know, I think there's two series carbs you could get with these, a 2100 and a 2300. I'm not sure which one that one is, but this is a points ignition still. And I'm pretty sure the guy that I got it from did make it run at some point. There's been some stuff going on I can see with the wiring. Got something going on to the coil there. And then this stuff right here. So we're going to toss a battery in it, see if we can make it move. I already checked, it does have oil. And someone has already disconnected the fuel line from the fuel pump. So we're just going to fill the carb bowls up, put a hot battery in it, see if we can make it fire off. All right, so I'm pretty sure the guy that I got it from, or maybe somebody before him, removed the key tumbler, and it is quite damaged inside. Normally, there's a little piece left over, a little plastic piece that spins this way, and then there's a gear on top. Or sorry, there's a rack on top, yeah, with geared teeth, and it goes forward and backwards. So that is all jacked up. What I'm going to try to do is just see if I can get the screwdriver in there. Push that rack forward. All right, take a look inside here. This is what I'm talking about when I'm trying to describe the key system. So the thing there in the middle, that little rusty circle, and then that yellow plastic, is supposed to have a gear on it. It's supposed to touch that rack up there with the teeth and move the teeth forward, move the rack forward. So that's what I'm having to do with the screwdriver here. Move that rack forward to put it into the key on and start position. I don't know if I can illustrate that or not. Let me see. Yeah, so kind of like this, see? I put it in there and I'm just moving it forward. Not enough room to do it right now. Okay, that's as cool as the boat's gonna get. See if we can drive this thing on over to the shop. gonna give it a shot trying to video from inside. Okay, so let's see. It's possible I could have flooded it. Let's see. Oh man, that battery is just trash. What the heck? That is super annoying. I guess I'm gonna have to go take that thing to the shop and charge it. Okay, we're trying again. I robbed a battery from one of my trailers. It is definitely way too small to turn an engine over, but we're gonna give it a shot. Okay, here we go. Testing the parking brake. It's in drive. Hey, here we go. Okay, parking brake works. Okay. Parking brake to reverse. Oh, okay. All right. So we died in reverse. Hopefully I got enough fuel to restart. Let's see. Nope, we used up our fuel and I am now trapped in the car because the door handle doesn't work. I don't think the window goes down either. Okay, emergency exit out the passenger side. Okay, we finally made it. Got the Ambassador over closer to the shop so I can work on it a little bit easier. You can saw I kept running out of fuel and then finally got it where it needed to go. But I did notice the radiator that was in the back seat doesn't fit exactly. So I went ahead and stuck it in here. And you can see it looks like the brackets are actually flipped. So I'm pretty sure this bracket, well, no, and actually I know, this bracket should be flipped around the other side. And it's also incorrect over there. So I'm going to use some longer bolts and just make a little spacer rod for all four of those. And that should fix that issue at least. I went and grabbed a properly sized battery, and I'm hoping I can get this thing running long enough with a radiator in it so we can check for bad stuff, you know, check the head gasket and things like that. So hopefully the carb will hold fuel, and hopefully the factory fuel pump is good. If it isn't, I've actually got a brand new one in the front seat. So it was in the car along with brake master cylinder and a wheel cylinder for one of the wheels. I don't know which one. But man, look at all the room that you have. There's two huge troughs on either side of the front end where you could just fill it full of tools, carb cleaner, some snacks. But yeah, next up, I got to get the radiator mounted and that way we can get some fluid in this thing and run it for a while. I want to run it and make sure we don't have any blown head gaskets or bottom end noise before I put any money into the car, really. You know, I need wheels and all kinds of other stuff, but before we put money in all those things, I need to know if I'm doing an engine swap first. Sure would be cool to put a 360 or something like that in here, but if the 304 is good, then we'll just leave it alone. But yep, that's gonna be next. So let me know if you have any questions about Ambassador stuff. I'll probably be able to answer this many questions because I have no idea. But I would love to hear input on these cars if you guys have had any AMCs from this era. I know they share a lot of stuff in common with the other models like the Javelin and stuff like that. So looking forward to seeing how this engine runs. Hopefully it runs okay, and we've got another cool four-door project car out of it. All right, we'll see you soon.